हेलो नमस्ते, मेरा नाम है निधि नागौरी और आपका फिर से स्वागत है मेरे चैनल पर। आज का वीडियो एक बहुत ही रिक्वेस्टेड वीडियो है और ये वीडियो है सीएमए यूएस पर। आप सबके बहुत रिक्वेस्ट्स आए थे, क्वेश्चंस, क्वेरीज। आप सब जानना चाहते थे कि सीएमए यूएस की डिटेल्स हैं क्या। तो मैंने सोचा कि क्यों ना एक ऐसे इंसान को लाया जाए जिसने एक्चुअली इस जर्नी को जिया हो, जिसके पास एक्चुअली रियल वर्ल्ड एक्सपीरियंस हो सीएमए यूएस का। तो आज हमें सीएमए यूएस के बारे में गाइड करने के लिए हमारे साथ हैं ग्रेस। ग्रेस है तो वैसे कनाडा में करंटली, लेकिन उन्होंने सीएमए यूएस की पूरी जर्नी इंडिया से तय की थी। तो हम ग्रेस से जानेंगे कि कैसा रहा उनका एक्सपीरियंस, एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरियाज क्या है, स्टेप्स क्या हैं, कितने एग्जाम्स लिखने पड़ते हैं और क्या है ऐसा जो कि आपको सीएमए यूएस से बेनिफिट मिल सकता है। ग्लोबल अपॉर्चुनिटीज, इंडिया में काम करना, यूएस में काम करना, कनाडा में काम करना, सब जानेंगे ग्रेस से। लेकिन वीडियो में आगे बढ़ने से पहले एज ऑलवेज डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब। और अब सीधा चलते हैं सीएमए यूएस की डिटेल्स में। Okay. सो आज हमारे साथ है ग्रेस। आई एम सो हैप्पी क्योंकि ग्रेस कनाडा में है और और हम कनाडा में वेदर की बुराई कर पा रहे थे फाइनली। सो थैंक यू सो मच ग्रेस, आप हमें यहाँ ज्वाइन कर रही हैं। गाइस, आप सबके बहुत रिक्वेस्ट आते हैं कि कुछ वीडियोस इंग्लिश में भी होनी चाहिए, तो हम कोशिश करेंगे कि इस वीडियो को हम थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश ज्यादा करें सो दैट आप लोग को समझ में आए। ऑफ कोर्स मेरी प्रेफरेंस हिंदी रहती है, बट हम मैंने ग्रेस को रिक्वेस्ट किया है कि आज हम कोशिश करें कि हम ज्यादा इंग्लिश यूज करें। So thank you so much, Grace, first of all, for your time, आपके समय के लिए। And let's start off by आपके introduction के साथ, please हमारे audience को let's introduce you.
Maybe honestly, I'm really glad that you scheduled this क्योंकि मुझे भी LinkedIn में messages आते हैं CMA के बारे में questions के साथ. So this kind of reaches a bigger audience, and like I said, कि अगर anybody is helped by this video, it's great. Because मैं भी उस जगह पे थी where I was trying to decide कि क्या करना चाहिए. I did my CA, मैं काम कर रही थी थोड़े साल के लिए. उसके बाद it was like, what next? And you don't have enough collated information to decide. So this is great. About me, I'm a chartered accountant in India. I have about 7 years of experience in India. I worked with Standard Chartered in management accounting. I worked with KPMG in expatriate taxation. Then I switched into credit rating with Crystal back home.
Okay.
उसके बाद पिछले साल I moved to Canada. I moved to Toronto last year.
Okay.
In end of May, so it's going to be a year. And I've been working. I started working in July with a company here, Group M. Yeah, it's been quite a journey.
No, for sure. It's been a fab journey by that means. So, so you've done CA. So in that sense, our background is similar. And then you worked in India. So how did this idea of CMA, ये कैसे सोचा आपने कि CMA US करना है?
Okay, so I was at the same point कि मैंने CA किया था, मैंने CS भी किया, by the way. I also did my CS in India, but then I did my CS along with my CA क्योंकि वो idea था कि backup है, like just in case something goes wrong with CA final, CS तो हो ही जाएगा. So I did my CA and my CS, and then I don't think I applied for I didn't apply for the membership with CS, so that's why I don't put it anywhere. Then I worked, and what happened was, even though I did about 2.5 years of expatriate taxation with KPMG, my experience was predominantly management accounting. Like Standard Chartered, I did management accounting, and Crystal was also credit rating. So, काफी analysis पे based था. But it was not about. It was more like looking at financial statements, looking at cash flows, looking at project budgeting, and it was analysis rather than preparation. So जब मैं सोच रही थी कि अगला क्या करूं, CPA didn't make any sense for me at that point of time, because उस time पे था कि that will not add any value to my work. It doesn't tie in. Again, with ACCA and all of that. So certain things that I was considering was cost. Well, you have to, because you study international degrees here. Right. But I did this in 2018. So उस time पे CPA required travel. Like you couldn't take it back home. Right? You had to go
Yeah.
out of India to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing that happened with the pandemic. अभी वो offer करते हैं India में.
Right.
So उस time पे cost था registration, books, and exams का, उसके ऊपर travel का and all of that. And it was a long commitment. CPA required more time spent in studying, completely different format and stuff. So while I was working and I was demanding, I was like, ये मैं कर पाऊंगी या नहीं? And I was also starting the immigration process at the same time. So, you know, and I was moving alone. I moved here alone. I didn't know anybody here. I didn't know a single person. I didn't have a job. I didn't have anything. So I was trying to like do all of that. So मुझे लगा कि at that point of time, it'll be too much juggling.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people can do it. मुझे लगा it'll be a bit too much for me. So cost was one thing, the amount of studying that I was required, and would I be able to carve that time out from my regular job and stuff? वो था. Third thing, I was looking at how does it tie into my work? You know, because I can do a certification, I can do a CISA, right? But none of my experience mapped to it.
Right.
So I can tell people, hey, I have a CISA, and they're like, okay, we're looking for a CISA, and we're looking for you to have this job experience. Oh, मेरे पास वो था नहीं, so it didn't relate. So I was like, that doesn't make sense to me, right? And again, time also. I decided to start this in 2018ish, and मुझे पता था कि 19 तक मुझे move करना है.
So obviously आपके काम के साथ ज्यादा अलाइन करता था. Okay. So इसमें क्या बोलते हैं, financially कितना आप इन्वेस्ट करते हो इस कोर्स में?
Okay, so here's the thing. So मैंने जब ये sign up किया था, I looked into it. I also registered with Wiley.
Okay.
So they offer courses. यहाँ पे CMA की register कर सकते हो, but they don't give you any study material or something, or whatever you do get, it's like really unwieldy, difficult to get to understand and stuff. So I signed up with Wiley, and मैंने 2018 में किया था. तो registration was around 200, and then each part of the exam was 2 parts.
Okay.
Part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is primarily financial accounting and costing, and part 2 is like strategic financial management, basically management accounting. दोनों टेस्ट लिखने के लिए around 350 लगा. 300 to 50 depending if you're doing it in the same window or not.
Okay.
So it's around 700 or 800. Basically 900 था estimate.
Okay.
But since I joined with Wiley, क्योंकि मुझे course material चाहिए था, it was I didn't. They offered some discount as well, so it was like a bundle thing. उनके पास एक bundle offer था, उसमें they would give you the course, they will help you register, they will set up an account for you and stuff. Yes. So if you have trouble setting up your account and stuff, they help you with that. And all of that, and they gave us some discounts on registration, like $100 यहाँ पे off था. Some like overall, when I did the math overall in Indian money, I paid around about 90,000 overall.
Oh, really?
But I think the exam fees have increased. क्योंकि मैंने I think the last time someone texted me on LinkedIn, I checked the site, the IMA site, and जब मैंने लिखा था, so each test module was around 350.
Okay.
But now I think it's around 400 or something. So it's gone up a little bit.
Okay.
But I think overall budget about $1 lakh for the course.
Okay. तो ये तो मतलब क्या बोलते हैं, बहुत affordable course है.
Exactly. Because I was looking for a filler course. मुझे पता था कि once I come to Canada, I have to do my CPA. There's no other option.
Yeah.
I was looking for like something to, well, if I have another CA from India, how do I differentiate from them with a North American degree? Shayad, you know, it's that inch, like, you know, it's just getting your foot through the door. Okay. Overall, I think with the books, and because I don't know how things have increased, I would say roughly budget about $1 lakh. I don't think it would go up over $1.50 lakh.
Okay, so 1.5 lakhs.
Yeah, 1.5. Also, you will need a course provider. You will need access. I'm telling you, you will need it. It's not that it's difficult. It's like you need guidance on like, क्या पढ़ना है, कैसे पढ़ना है, उसके लिए.
Yeah.
So sign up with someone, and when you do, ask about bundle offers. I'm pretty sure all of them offer it. जो भी है. And that should cut into your, and do the whole, like, ask them to give you like a breakup of exactly how much everything will cost, because they will know.
Okay.
And they will, like, you can do the math.
Okay. So ये bundle offer best है, because उसमें आपको पता भी चल जाएगा कि पढ़ाई का, study material का कितना है, application etc. कितना है.
Exactly.
Okay. एंड इसमें कुछ क्रेडिट्स का रहता है क्या, जैसे सीपीए में है कि नहीं?
इसमें like I think CWA back home, right? Like
Yeah.
Cotton Works.
Yeah.
उसमें scene है कि if you do one of the CMA outside, like if you write it outside India,
Yeah.
you can get the corresponding CWA degree in India, but
Oh.
you can't, you're not licensed. उसमें थोड़ा चक्कर है.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you get it. Like for a corporate job के लिए तुम जा रहे हो.
हाँ.
Your CMA is going to take way less time and effort. But if you
हाँ.
write it, say in Singapore or like outside India, जो काफी लोग ने किया that I know,
हाँ. हाँ.
you can just go to fly to Singapore and write it there and come back. And then if you, I think, provide certain thing, you had to do it outside India. I think you're eligible for reciprocal thing with
Oh.
CWA.
So they could get CA, India में जो CMA की degree है, they could not the
Yeah,
license, but they could get the degree. Huh.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're a corporate, like I'm a CA, I'm obviously registered and stuff, but मैंने कभी use नहीं किया because I've predominantly worked in the corporate field. So yeah, so that's, you can put it on your resume. So look into that. I'm not quite sure कि अभी क्या है. मैंने तो देखा नहीं क्योंकि I'm not, I didn't get it. So this is definitely something that you can look into. And I think if you are a cost and works accountant, you get it through the reciprocal thing.
Okay. And then would you remember if there's anything similar for Indian CMAs? उनको कुछ benefit मिलता है क्या CMA में? क्योंकि जैसे CPA है उसमें कुछ benefit नहीं है, आपको सारे एग्जाम लिखने पड़ेंगे. So CMA में
No,
कुछ
that's what I'm saying. So India में अगर तुमने cost and works like CW किया है, so you get the like the conversion thing. I think you you just have to register for a pay some fees, and I think you get it. Like I remember, because I remember looking into it and being like, oh, CA के लिए कुछ है नहीं. Surprisingly, because usually CA benefits.
Okay, so there is probably some reciprocity, and of course जो students है वो check कर सकते हैं reciprocity के बारे में, पर शायद कुछ reciprocity है जो वो देख सकते हैं. Okay, so इसमें of course कोई, but इसमें eligibility criteria कुछ है कि आपको college होना चाहिए या कुछ?
Yes, you need a BCom. Sorry, I'm not a BCom. Sorry, you need an undergrad.
Okay, but उसमें ये नहीं कि 4 years, 3 years वो requirement कुछ है?
वो चक्कर. See, again, when I did it with Wiley, I had to give, what they asked is, do you guys have undergrad degree? And you need 2 years of work experience in the relevant field. Before, like, you can write the test without the 2 years of experience, but like by the time you apply for your license certification, you need to have 2 years of work experience.
Okay.
So, मेरे पास वो था. And Wiley also helped in like getting the documents, sending it across, getting it registered, like getting it approved and stuff. So again, if as much as help you can get from whoever is your course provider and getting all of this administrative work for you done, it's great because right?
Yeah.
So undergrad चाहिए होगा.
Okay.
And work experience है, but that's about it.
Okay. And did you have to travel somewhere to give this exam?
नहीं.
India से ही हो गया.
India में काफी centers हैं. Like that was another thing. The ease of writing the test is way more. Because I just had to, like, even in Chennai, I could choose which one was closest, and you know, I wrote it in Chennai. I could choose which time I wanted to go, and all of that. It gives you a lot more flexibility.
Interesting. Okay. And how much time do you think the preparation would generally take?
So if you are a chartered accountant or if you're a cost and works accountant, you're not going to take too much time. क्योंकि अगर तुमने recently किया तो तुम्हें time, I mean, तुम्हें time exam pattern के लिए लगेगा.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. Not the contents per se, because the contents are going to be super easy for you if you have a solid base.
Yeah, agreed.
But I will not, like, because I found it easier, I'm not going to say it's easy. I'm not going to say it because when I signed up for the course and I did meet some people who had been like working in the finance sector, okay, because MNC banks में काम करते थे, and they thought that a CMA would help them differentiate themselves from their colleagues. They just had an undergrad degree and they had experience, but they didn't have that CA का base or CW का base. So they did have to put in a lot more effort, right? Like क्योंकि ये concepts थोड़े new थे उनके लिए.
Right.
I could skim past a lot of stuff. I could be like, oh, so this is what it means. Yeah, I know this. Like, I had to look into how do I apply it to answer the question in the way it's required, rather than focusing on what the concept was.
Yeah.
The exam is in 2 parts. Each part is for 4 hours. The problem is like 4 hours काफी लंबा लगा था मुझे because I had to get in about 20 minutes before, my slot. And then you can't like bring water in, you can't go out for blue breaks. It's 4 hours of just sitting in front of it. Yeah, you can't just leave. It's 4.5 hours of this, and you just want to like get it over with. So and you have a system they give you, and you log in, and the computer, like the test starts. So the first part is the MCQs. So 100 question hai, 3 hours ke liye.
Okay.
You can read it. Some of it is like pretty straightforward. Agar tumhe pata hai, so you can just go on to the next. Some of it will require you to calculate. They will give you sheets of paper that you can use, and then you have to give that back. You can't take it with you, but you can just scribble on it, like do your workings, and then select. You can also mark it for review. Kyunki jab 3 ghante khatam ho jayenge, you can go back and review it.
Yeah.
The deal with this is if you don't complete 50%, or like if you don't score 50% of the 100 questions, you cannot go to the next stage, which is the essay questions. You get 2 essay questions, which can again be broken down into 4 subparts each, like, or it can 1 long question, depending tumhara paper kaise hota hai. So if you screw up on your MCQs, you're not going to be able to move ahead. So that's the thing. And it times out in 3 hours. You cannot take 4 hours to do your MCQs. After three hours, it will automatically just log you out, and then it'll let you go to the next or not. At that point, if you've gotten at least 50% of your MCQ.
Yeah.
So the test bank that I was referring to helped you in this, because I'm not used to doing MCQs. Because jab maine CA kiya tha, I never had that concept, right? Like I was used to doing long.
Yeah, we're used to writing regular long answers.
Yeah, so ye fast, like it was not about concept, but like applying it, like test pack, like exam conditions mein. Time ke saath ki I have to finish it within this time. I can't just take time to like do 1 question for like ages, right?
Yeah.
Really, the test bank helps. So
so this is only for one. Can you write 2 papers on one day, or is it separate days?
No, I don't think you can write 2 papers on one day. So the test is offered in 4 slots during the year, like Jan, Feb, May, June, September, October, November.
Like CPA that way.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, so in the same window, I can register to take both parts, but I can do one in Jan and the one in Feb if I want, or I can do each a week apart. I would not suggest doing it in the same, because it is draining.
I'm sure, man. I'm sure.
4.5 hours of not being able to drink water or anything. It was like, by the time I was almost done with it, I was just like, I want to leave. Like, I just want to get out. Also, if you're writing the test, tip, carry something with you. As soon as you can get out, you can eat something for energy and stuff, because you'll be drained when you step out. You know, like it's gonna be like, so it's exhausting that way. So the first time when I wrote it, I wasn't prepared for that. You hear 4 ghante, theek hai, maine 3 ghante ka exam diya hai. But the fact that you cannot break at all kind of gets to you.
Yeah.
Second part, I found it easier because I knew what to expect.
Right, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure the concepts are definitely something that you either worked on or aapne padhai ki thi. Paisa. Okay. So all of that happened, and then iska results jaise CPA ka aata hai वैसे ही है कि testing
I'm not quite sure.
तब आता है.
So you get the test results 6 weeks after the end of the month in which you wrote it. So agar maine Jan mein likha hai and I wrote it in Jan, say 7th, it's still 6 weeks after the end of Jan. If I wrote it in like end of Jan, on the 20th, it's still 6 weeks after the end of Jan. So everybody who writes in Jan gets their results
on one
6
day.
weeks later. Yeah, if you get it on one day.
Okay.
So you get your results as an, I just got an email that said ki tumhara ye score hai, you passed. So you need to get, I think, over 360 out of 500.
Okay.
So it's a scale score. Ye score also, ye another thing hai. It's a scale score, so the marking is not very, like, tumhe pata nahi hai ki, it's not like one question is 1 mark or one question is 3.5, like whatever mark. Aisa nahi hai, kyunki they scale it based on difficulty level. So easy questions have less weightage, and then difficult questions have more weightage. Right. So if you had a particularly difficult test and like someone else had a very easy one, they need to get way more right answers than you to pass.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's the score.
So आपको लाइसेंस लेने के लिए भी कुछ करना पड़ा इसके बाद कि लाइसेंसिंग का प्रोसेस कैसा था?
So once I finished both of the tests, you have your account, right? You can go and apply for it. So usme I had to like give my work experience ka jo, you know, your work experience ka jo letter hai wo bheja 2 saal ka dikhane ke liye, and then I had to pay some fees, and they give you the certification. The certificate comes by mail to you.
Okay.
And they also give you like a badge that you can put on your LinkedIn. So
oh, nice.
Certified. Yeah.
Right. So, so how has this whole process been? And then, secondly, who would you recommend it to?
The whole process, I think, for me was not that difficult because, again, my work was predominantly in management accounting. So I found it easy, not just because I had a base, but these were things I was applying very like on a day-to-day basis. Like I do look at ratios. I mean, not right now, but like back when I was doing it, when I was working with Crystal, I was looking at ratios. I was looking at, you know, all of these project budgeting and stuff on a daily basis. So it was very familiar.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're looking for a course to do because you're coming to Canada and you want something easy, or like, you know, I want a North American course, don't choose this. Doesn't make sense.
Okay.
If you are in India going to US for further studies or something, and you're like, say it's a master's career and you want to do another thing that's easier, do CMA. US may, it has, like, you know, it's recognized, it has both. It'll help you differentiate. Canada, not so much. If you're in India and you're working for an international client, a US-based client, right, and you want to differentiate yourself from your team members, yes.
Okay.
Because they will be like, India may, if they see like somebody CMA USDA, like, okay, yeah, that's great, right? Like it helps you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing. But again, know why you want to do it. Of course, you make sure it ties into what you see yourself doing long term. Don't do something because it's easy or it's like less expensive than someone else. Because अगर तुम्हें पता है कि long term I want to be in tax, I want to be in audit, and that's what I'm doing, that's what I've done, and that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
This is not going to help you too much. Rather put in that extra money and that extra time and just do something that will help you.
Completely agree with you on that.
I personally had that many काम मेरा mostly इसमें था. So for me, it tied in more to.
Yeah, it made sense.
Exactly. That's why I did it. So don't do something just because it's less expensive and less time consuming. Make sure it helps.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. And this does sound like a very reasonable cost because एक तो जैसे कि हमने बात की खर्चा उतना ज्यादा नहीं है, हम 1.5 लाख मैक्सिमम देख रहे हैं. एग्जाम्स उतने ज्यादा नहीं है, आप इंडिया से लिख सकते हैं क्योंकि सीपीए भी अभी जो अनाउंस हुआ है वो सिर्फ जून और सितंबर के लिए हुआ है, उसके बाद के गाइडलाइंस नहीं है हमारे पास.
Oh, okay.
So हाँ, so आप सिर्फ जून एंड सितंबर 2020 में आप इंडिया में लिख सकते हो, बट उसके बाद शायद एक्सटेंड हो जाए लॉकडाउन की वजह से, पता नहीं, nobody knows. सो सीपीए के बारे में हमें उतना पता नहीं है और यू नो ये तो 1.5 लाख में हो जाएगा. वैल्यू एडिशन अच्छी है, स्पेशली अगर आप मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग या उस फील्ड में आप कुछ करना चाहते हैं तो, और डेफिनेटली आपको एक एज देता है ओवर अदर्स. एग्जाम का फॉर्मेट जो है वो भी काफी सिमिलर और यूएस में इसकी रिकग्निशन है. सो एज लॉन्ग एज आप एक अमेरिकन मल्टीनेशनल में काम कर रहे हैं,
yeah,
you know, so I mean this is a great course to go with, and exams भी उतने ज्यादा नहीं है, 2 parts में लिखने पड़ते हैं. So makes total sense. Credits का झमेला नहीं है ये वो. So इतना कुछ है.
Seriously, that helps.
हाँ. So बहुत कुछ है जो you know इसके साथ beneficial है. And
definitely.
Yeah,
like say if you are a BCom graduate, right? So maybe graduation kari hai, and you're looking for, like, say you're in final year. Again, another thing. Your course fees are going to be way lesser if you're a student. So if you're in doing your undergrad or you're doing your master's and you're like, before finishing, you want to do something, this makes a lot more sense because as a student, you pay way lesser.
Okay. तो अगर आप में से कोई ऐसा है जो सुन रहा है जो कि एक्चुअली स्टूडेंट है, अभी कॉलेज में है, दिस एक्चुअली मेक्स मोर सेंस क्योंकि आपके चार्जेस भी और कम हो जाएंगे. सो एंड जो कोर्स प्रोवाइडर्स हैं आपको इतनी हेल्प भी कर देते हैं. आप बंडल ऑफर्स चूज कर सकते हैं. सो बहुत कुछ है ऐसा जो आप इसके बारे में डिटेल स्टडी कर सकते हैं. और रेसिप्रोसिटी भी जहां तक मुझे पता है इसका बहुत सारे कंट्रीज के साथ म्यूचुअल रिकग्निशन भी है. सो उतना कुछ आप रिसर्च कर सकते हैं. एंड इन द एंड व्हाट आर योर क्लोजिंग नोट्स फॉर पीपल हु वांट टू डू सीएमए or US?
Again, I would just reiterate, figure out why you want to do this.
Yeah.
Okay. See if it ties into your long-term goal. And I feel keep 5 saal baad or like 10 years down the line, what is it that I want to do? I don't know. If you have just finished studying, agar tumne abhi CA clear kiya hai, abhi CS clear kiya hai, and you're like, I don't know what I want to do, and I understand that you're at that, you might be at that
Yeah.
point. It took me years of experience in like switching jobs and stuff to figure out, you know what, this is what I like to do. And that came with experience for me. I didn't like magically know what I wanted to do. And I know it's frustrating for people to be like, what do you want to do? And you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, true.
But you have some idea when you look at studying and stuff. Do you like preparation? Do you like being involved in the nitty-gritty?
Right.
Or do you like having an overview? Do you like analysis more than getting into the rule-based things of accounting and auditing and taxation? So see what your aptitude is. See if a certification makes sense to what you want to do. Like I said, if you're in management accounting and you're doing a CISA, it doesn't make sense. If you're in internal audit and you're doing a CMA,
doesn't make sense. Yeah,
doesn't make sense. So you're spending money, you're spending time, and it's probably going to be lesser than some other course that could probably add more value to you. But if it doesn't make sense, don't waste that amount. Like put in a little more time, put in a little more effort, do something that makes sense for you long term. Talk to as many people as you can if you need to before you make a decision. Don't do something because your friend is doing it, because they might be doing something completely different.
Yeah, and they may have different goals.
Yeah, so, you don't want to be in taxation and doing a CMA.
I totally agree with you. Yeah.
Nobody's people are gonna be like, great, but how does it translate? And if you ever want to, and especially abroad, they don't really just go by, oh, you're a CMA, oh, you're a CPA. They all want to know, how does that add value to what you do on a day-to-day basis? And that's something I feel employers here place a lot of value
on. Completely agree, because people ask me कि हम Canada आना चाहते हैं, हम CPA US कर लें क्या? तो मुझे लगता है कि ये तो लॉजिकल है ना. आप कनाडा आ रहे हो तो आप CPA US क्यों करोगे?
Exactly.
Like so तब वो कहते हैं कि आपने भी किया था, but then I have to remind them, I've worked in the US for 3 years. There's a reason why I did it. I've not done it just because I wanted to come to Canada. It's just like,
please don't do it. Don't just do CPA US, because if you're planning to come to Canada and you know you want to come to Canada, you have the immigration thing, and like, don't do a CPA US, because it's not gonna, like, you would probably get interviews, but you will get passed over to people who have done their CPA in Canada, because
completely agree.
Here there is a lot of emphasis of Canadian qualifications. So you know you want to come here, you know you want to do a CPA, take that time, take that effort, research into CPA Canada. Don't go for what's easier, don't go for what's financially less, whatever. Do what is required. So
don't try to take shortcuts. So
exactly, right? Like I would have to say कि हमारे पास वो जुगाड़ का थोड़ा, we have that thing, like, we'll make it work, like we'll do it. We can make it work. CPA CPA.
CPA होता है, कहीं भी कर लो. So definitely, this has been a great conversation, Grace. I'm sure it's going to help so many people जो CMA के बारे में सोच रहे हैं या confused हैं या उन्हें पता नहीं है कि किस तरह से start कर सकते हैं, करना चाहिए या नहीं करना चाहिए. So I'm sure this is going to be great. Thank you so much, Grace. All the very best आपको Canada में आपके आगे की journey के लिए, and I'm very sure you're going to do pretty well. So thank you.
It's really nice.